Hey guys, welcome back to Homeschooling Life. It's Lauren with you here again today, and I'm back with another curriculum video for the 2024-2025 school year. And today I'm going to be sharing my 6th graders' work for the year. So we're going to just give you a glimpse of what I'm going to be using with him personally, and I'm going to be sharing our group subjects, history, geography, Bible, all of those things in a separate video. So I'm sure if it's not up yet, it will be up soon, and you can check out some of those choices there. So today is his core curriculum. I've already shared my 2nd graders and my 4th graders curriculum. So some of these will be a crossover that they're doing similar things or together. But anyway, this is what he will be using this year. So to start off, we're going to be using Saxon Math with him. So he finished up 6.5 this last year. He's going to be doing 7.6 this year. This will be his last year in Saxon Math before we move on into Schwerman with him. My oldest son is doing Schwerman, and so he will be, once he finishes 7.6, he'll be moving on into pre-algebra in Schwerman. But he still has to get through this book. So this is the textbook for 7.6, and this is what he will be starting for his 6th grade year. And then we will be doing handwriting as well. I talked about this with my last son. We don't do handwriting like on grade. We just pick up a book and where they're at. He's been doing cursive for the last year or two. I think he started maybe in 4th grade with cursive. So he'll be finishing up level D and then moving on into level, I guess it's E or F. I think I own F. I might look at them and see how similar they are and just see if he, could just move on into F. I feel like they do kind of just get repetitive in those later years just to enforce good handwriting, especially when they're already doing cursive. So that's what he will be doing. It's a reason for handwriting. We love this program. They learn through writing scripture, and so that's what he will be doing for that. And then for typing, he's going to be using typing.com. That's what we used this last year. Unless I find something different, which I shared about in my 4th graders, something I like better, we're just going to stick with typing.com, and they just use that a few times a week. And we do handwriting most days. Some days we'll do one or the other, alternating them just depending on our schedule for that day. But typing, handwriting, that is what we will be doing. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about, and this will be probably the most extensive, is language arts. So for him, for language arts this year, we're kind of in that limbo stage of deciding where I want to put him and where he's moving on as he's moving into middle school, and some of those like his writing skills and stuff, I really want to hone in on and, advance in that area. So we'll start with saying that he did the Good and the Beautiful level 5 this last year. It went really well for him. So he was still actually wrapping up a few things at the end of the year. He didn't finish every lesson. He was pretty close, but I'm not sure if we'll pick back up there or just start into level 6, or if we'll just do what I said like in my 4th graders. If you watch that video, if not, I'm sorry. I print the Good and the Beautiful. We have our printer is awesome, and so I will print the curriculum, and I definitely pick and choose what I want to do. They mostly do the whole curriculum as a whole. We don't he didn't particularly skip a lot. He really enjoyed the art that was in level 5 and did that. So I'm going to continue looking through this in level 6 and just see what I want to use out of this. But this is a transition year for us to be going into IEW for my middle-aged boys, mostly my 6th graders. So the Good and the Beautiful has spelling in it, but we're going to be starting the phonetic zoo spelling. This is just the CD version. I think it might be online downloads now, but that you can put on your device or your iPad or something like that. But we have the CDs, and we just have a CD player in our schoolroom, and so we own multiple CD players. We love audiobooks, so they'll play this. It just reads off the words to them. They spell them as best they know how, and then it spells it back to them, and they correct their work. So This is level A. Spelling is one thing that he definitely could use some more work in. So I like that The Good and the Beautiful has dictation. So that's something that I'm probably going to pull, like dictating sentences and things out of The Good and the Beautiful that I still really enjoy, and then do the spelling words with this just to reinforce his spelling. I think that can't be anything but good for him. And so he will also be doing the Fix It grammar. I talked about this with my other son. Fix It. This is the first book, The Nose Tree. This is this teacher book we print off because I had the PDF version of the student sheets. And this is it says 20, I think it goes through 24 weeks. I might be wrong. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I was looking at that wrong. It's 33 weeks. But sometimes we go through these a little bit faster, and since I should have started this last year. I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't really matter. You can start it whenever. It's just good to start with the first one. But I also bought or have the second book, which is Town Mouse, Country Mouse. And so this is the teacher book. And then I have the student book. So if he moves through this quickly, he could possibly move on into book 2 of Fix It Grammar. And it's just, if you didn't see my other video, I shared it, but it's just simply every day they correct a sentence and work on parts of speech and breaking down the sentences. And there's vocabulary words that they define each day. There's usually one vocabulary word. And then at the end of the week, they just write out all the sentences. And at the end, they have a whole story that they're writing out. So this just has, and it's it's just a good grammar book. It has grammar cards usually too. We have some of the old versions and then some of the new versions, so I'm not sure if things have changed, but in the back there's a Fix It Grammar glossary of the book, and it walks through all the definitions for the parts of speech and those things. And I will say, I didn't share this to my 4th graders, but we have a curriculum that I'm going to be pulling from in our morning time called Our Mother Tongue. And so it's also just learning about grammar, and it's easy to use in a group setting and stuff. So we will probably be doing that a little bit as a family, possibly. So they're going to be getting so much grammar. But this says, successfully learn grammar in only 15 minutes a day. So super easy, just an independent work on their own, daily little workbook. And so to round this all out, what I'm really getting back to is starting him on IEW. We've used IEW with my older ones, and I just think this is a great foundation for them to start writing with. So I have I didn't bring my notebook in here. This is the video course. I have the level A. This is the older one. It looks a little bit different now. I think it just has maybe a little boy on the front now, but this just teaches them, Mr. Pudewa, Andrew Pudewa, the writer of this, teaches the kids and breaks it down. And they just watch these videos, and then they have stories that they will work on. If you know about IEW, it's pretty much like you take a story and you learn how to break it down into a keyword outline and do a rewrite on it and add dress-ups to it and adverbs and all these things to make it better. And it just really solidifies how to write, what good writing looks like. And so that the student sheets that come with it has the stories that go along, and it teaches you how to do that. You can use those with it, but they also have these without the videos. These are broken down by history years, and last year my older kids did the American history one, and so they had walked through these writing intensives, and so they did the American history one. But this is for grades, it says like 4 to 7. I feel like it can go up to like 8th, and just depending on where your kid is as a writer. So as he's walking through these videos, I might use, because we're doing more ancient world history, I might pull from some of these stories to use because it goes along. Like this is the Lighthouse of Alexandria, and then they would do their keyword outline off of this, dress ups, ly adverbs, just add to it. There's vocabulary words in here as well, and then they do their rewrite and turn it into me, and I just check it at the end. So this is what we'll probably be doing with him mostly for his writing and spelling, and like I said, the good and the beautiful will just be for those days when we might not get to this or I want to pull from it. But I'm definitely for him this year leaning towards using all IW products. So that is what he will be doing. And then along with that, because the Good and the Beautiful has readers, and we may still use some of their readers too, but I really want some really rich good literature that coincides with our history this year, and pulling from some just different book lists and things. So for him, I pulled out just some of the books that my olders have read when we did world history. This is The Golden Goblet. This is one he will probably be reading. The Son of Charlemagne, I'm not sure exactly. That will be one of his books that he'll read. And then this was one I shared with my 4th grader, but he hasn't read it as well, so we'll probably have him read this. This will be an easy read. And then I also have a list from the Classical Conversations. It's their like Challenge A 7th grade list, and so some of the books on them was the Narnia series. So I don't think he may have listened to them, but he has not read through the Narnia series. So I just pulled a few of them off our shelf to show you. And this will be his literature that he will read, and he will narrate back to me and tell me what he's reading, and possibly do a book report on, or different things like that throughout the year. Just some really rich, good literature. And so that will kind of round out all of his language arts. And I think that wraps up most of his core things. Now, with my last son, I was saying they do their personal Bible study, and I didn't have the book. This is the book they did this last year, Exploring the Bible. This is by David Murray, and so they have some other books too. He has some other books, Meeting with Jesus, so I'll probably order those. It's just daily Bible readings, a memory verse, space to jot down some notes. I shared this last year in my curriculum picks, I'm pretty sure, and so it even has a place for them to do their notes on Sunday. So it has like the days of the week, and then they write their sermon notes out. And these are just really good. We have some other devotional books they can pull from as well. They do their personal Bible study, and then we usually do something together as a family. We read the scripture together in the evenings as a family. We're reading through the Bible with my husband, and then during the morning time, I'm usually pulling from other resources or learning about martyrs or people of the faith, doing catechism and scripture memory and that things. But I'll talk about that in my group subjects video. So I hope this was helpful, and that you, if you have a rising 6th grader, maybe this is something that you might be interested in using with them. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you here. Drop us a comment and let us know what you guys are using this year and what your curriculum choices are, and we hope to see you here again soon.